A live look at the well-known Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, here's a pass. Once more into the hands of Pittman. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they send a man in motion. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, but he's the one driving it.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. It's Young to throw here on 1st. He puts some air under it deep down the middle. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
To number 18. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And they're going to score pick 6, Indianapolis. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and 3 now. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
On 3rd down, it's Young. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Colts with their offense out, their 2nd drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Brings up third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Incomplete.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on third down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
The Colts ready for the punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. First call here coming from the shotgun. Young working from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, Young. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Xavier will get the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
This is Downall on second down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tyrone McMillan that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Third down from the gun. He's got it, complete to Downs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing games.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Taylor now up the middle. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Throwing now off the play action. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
No throw, third and long. It's downfield. He's got it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. A give left side to Taylor. He's still going at the 30. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
From the red zone on first. And he's got it. It's in close. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pull out in front further, 13-zip. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Panthers nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Play action now, Young. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Connection made to Tremble. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
We played one here on Christmas Day. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Here's Young to throw. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 3.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts offense set to head out. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. New set of downs for him from the 31. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Trying to throw this from the gun. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Zone read handoff to Taylor. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pass play coming here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 20-zip lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Carolina offense headed out now. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Dowdle again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
To the air on 3rd and long. So this one on the defense. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young looking to throw. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Young's going to throw it. 3rd and 2. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. This one falls incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. 3rd down coming. Throw here. 3rd down. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option here. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Panthers, nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Complete to Tremble. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Young. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Right back to Leggett. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
And it's 4th down.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Colts are ready to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Running right, this is Taylor. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Looking to throw here. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here just before halftime. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Dowdle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
It's Young to throw here on 1st. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. All right, here we go, second down. Young working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the pistol, it's Young. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Carolina in punt formation. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Jukes away from one. Jukes another one. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
A 7-yard loss.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Punting unit out now. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Panthers first.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. That one's Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. And now it's second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. You know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Hubbard can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Here's Young to throw. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
They'll run with Dowdle. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And even after giving up the score, they still enjoy a 3-score advantage, so pressure not too heavy just yet. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a design run. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
3rd down from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
They'll send out the punting unit, and they could really use a good one here. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Completed to his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Young looking to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts offense set to head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking in the air here. Receiver screen here. It's Downs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Taylor. Space on the right. He's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Panthers 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 30-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's the give to Dowdle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Young. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Young from the gun on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds a man right side. Tackle made right around the 26. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Option give to Taylor. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
He calls his own number again. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Second down carry for Taylor. He's out near midfield and still going. And they hit big there on that second down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running it after the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go again with Taylor. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
And that will bounce out of bounds.
The Panthers take over
The Carolina offense headed out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. He's got room to roam. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
First down. A 41-yard gain. And the Panthers
down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Back to throw. Here's Young. Hits him on the in route. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Big gain,
yards.
14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
He's taken down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hubbard trying to run his way in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Panthers 14.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. He stopped on the run back to the 27. The Colts ready to take the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throwing now off the play action. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He was brought down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Taylor again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the Combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Groupie sends it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Young to throw it. It's his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They get 6 and a first down as well.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. We'll go with Dowdle on the run. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Young working from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. You got away with one there.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused and executing the play in front of them.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Young throwing here. Short pass brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
At the 15-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Young again. This one's caught. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Again, it's Young. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Buck. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. To the air, yet again. Young has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. One final shot here. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Panthers 20.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.